Welcome to Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Sam Shade. Highlights, exclusive team interviews, and behind-the-scenes access to Huntsville's only D1 program all season long. We're breaking down the plays, reliving the big moments, and getting you geared up for the next big battle. It's more than just football. It's 150 years of Bulldog pride. And now join us on our journey with our host, Ty Floyd.
Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm Ty Floyd. The Bulldogs are coming off a 23-21 victory in the Legacy Series against the Tigers. After trailing at halftime, defense made some key stops, and Victor Barbosa went 3 for 3, including the game winner. During the show, we'll discuss the victory and look ahead to what's next with head coach Sam Shade.
Alabama A&M University is celebrating 150 years of Bulldog excellence. Join us for our Torchbearer Reception Program, bringing together alumni, supporters, and friends for a year full of fundraising events. Each Torchbearer event has a goal of $25,000 in honor of 2025, and you can lead the charge. By becoming a Torchbearer host, you'll invite fellow Bulldogs to join the campaign and make an impact. Learn more and register today at aamu.edu.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 3 of the Coaches Show. Ty Floyd here with Alabama A&M head coach Sam Shade. Coach, how you doing today?
Oh, doing great after a big win up in Nashville.
So, Coach, big picture, congratulations on the 23-21 victory. And when you look back at how the team started the game, what stood out to you about how offense moved the ball early?
Well, I thought offense did a really good job of moving the ball early, but Tennessee State give them a lot of credit. I mean, they kept fighting and were able to take the lead on us before halftime.
Cornelius Brown threw for 200 yards and added a rushing touchdown before leaving the game. How do you evaluate his performance and his leadership?
Well, his leadership is unquestioned. He's been that guy for us since we got here, actually in January, and it's just carried over into the season. But as far as just him in the passing game, did a great job, spread the ball around to a lot of different receivers, and just hoping that he gets back healthy.
It's running back by committee, but there's one guy who stands out, Maurice Edwards. He had some tough physical carries that helped keep the chains moving. How important was his efforts in setting the tone early offensively?
Well, Maurice was critical to our success, being able to move the ball on the ground to keep Tennessee State honest, so to speak. But we didn't quite get all the yards that we wanted on the ground, but when we needed them, we got them.
Your offensive line is a very strong group, and they protect well as the game went on. What did you see from that group during the matchup?
Well, I thought it was a pretty good matchup. I thought they were pretty good up front on the defensive line, and we knew we were going to have our work cut out for us as far as our offensive line. But I feel like our offensive line definitely handled the challenge.
So going into the second quarter, close to halftime, Tennessee State found some momentum and went into halftime with the lead. What did you see from them in that stretch that challenged your team the most?
Well, it started out, we scored and we had to kick off, and we kick off and we give up a big return, which is uncharacteristic of our special teams unit. And then after that, they just were able to move the ball downfield and made a few plays, and man, we're down 21-13 at the half. So they had all the momentum at that point, and we had to kick off to them after halftime. So we knew we had our work cut out for us.
Byron McNair, the quarterback of Tennessee State, really showed his duality throughout the game. What do you think was defense's key to trying to contain him?
Well, he really did a good job. He did a good job in the passing game also. He made some throws, but obviously he used his legs a lot on us and picked up some crucial third downs and things like that. So it was a test trying to stop him.
What was your message to the guys during halftime that helped them respond in the second half?
Well, bottom line is this: what I told the team, I just felt like we were not executing on offense, defense, or special teams, and that we needed to go out and just execute, just everybody do their job, and then that's what we did the second half.
Treviante Abner, big play Trey, once again, very reliable in the passing game. How valuable is he as both a blocker and a target?
Well, he's very vital in that tight end position because not only can he block, but also he can get open in the passing game, and he's able to do something with the ball after he catches it. A lot of yards after contact for Trey Abner.
All right, y'all, when we come back from break, we have more with Coach Sam Shade on the Coach's Show.
Dear Bulldogs, look at you. 150 years of get up and go. And are you done yet? No. See, back in 1875, all we had was our belief. No voice, no right to dream. But now, everyone wants us on their team. So let's power forward and give back. With you on board, our legacy is right on track. Love the future.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show. I'm Ty Floyd here with tight end Treviante Abner. Now, Trey, how you feeling today? You doing good?
I'm feeling great.
I know.
How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. So let's start here. How does it feel reuniting with Coach Shade at Alabama A&M after playing under him at Miles?
It feels great. Coming from Miles to Alabama A&M has been great so far. And yeah, that's it. Feel great.
What's one memory from that journey that still sticks with you?
I don't think I have just one memory. I think all memories been good with Coach Shade. Just talking to him on and off the field, just learning different stuff about football and just life in general.
You were a major part of the offense at Miles and earned all conference honors. What parts of your game do you feel have grown the most headed into this final college season?
Me personally, I think my blocking has played a big part in me, transitioning from Miles to Alabama A&M. I think I grew a lot. Coming from off a great season last year, I think my blocking improved towards the end of the season. But I think coming into this year, I've been working on it on and off the field, just doing extra stuff. So I think my blocking is what been a big improvement for me.
When you're able to play so well, sometimes people can develop a sense of complacency, but that hasn't been that way for you. You've come to Alabama A&M, you've worked hard, you've been hungry. What's your mentality going into this season, and why do you work so hard?
First, I work hard just based off on the motivation that I'm gaining from my dad. Like he just passed like a couple months ago, so just me, just thinking about him each and every play, each and every down. This really was motivating me each and every day.
You've managed to excel in both the field and in the classroom. How do you stay locked in mentally when the physical grind is just nonstop?
Just time management, just knowing when to be certain places, and just know sometimes like if it's a party or something, like some days you can't just go to that party, or some days you gotta sacrifice certain things to get better each and every day on the field, in the classroom, just be an all around student athlete.
As a veteran in the tight end room, what kind of leadership role have you taken on this year, and how are you helping the younger guys adjust?
I've been more of a vocal leader this year. I think, since we got transfer and a freshman tight end, and we got somebody who moved from DN, switch positions to tight end. So I think me just, getting my reps in, but at the same time, when I'm not in, I'm trying to help them, learn, which formation to be in, what routes to run, how to block each and person when it's time for them to do certain things. Just me, being a vocal leader, just helping them out whenever they're in the game.
This is your final season, and when you think about your pro aspirations, what motivates you most now, and what do you want people to know about the kind of player and man that Trey Abner is?
Me personally, I think my team motivates me, and like I said, my dad motivates me, like my family, because they've been very supportive for me from the jump. Even when I didn't want to play football, they motivated me. So just being around my team each and every day, I think that's what motivated me the most. And what was the last question?
What do you want people to know about the kind of player and man that you are?
I think that I'm a family guy. I think just being around family, that's me, Trey Abner.
All right, Trey, look into the camera and give Bulldog Nation a message.
Bulldog fans, y'all get ready to see a lot of points on the board this year. Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
For 150 years, Alabama A&M has built a legacy of Bulldog excellence. Now, we're taking the next step, building a championship-caliber athletics program. To compete at the highest level, our athletes need world-class facilities, top-tier resources, and the tools to succeed on and off the field. That's why we're raising funds for a brand new practice pavilion, an all-season space where our Bulldogs can train, sharpen their skills, and prepare for greatness year-round. Your support will also help us upgrade locker rooms, enhance training spaces, and ensure every Bulldog is equipped for victory. And through the AAMU Collective, we're expanding name, image, and likeness opportunities, helping our athletes benefit from their dedication while continuing to represent Alabama A&M with pride. Whether your passion is football, basketball, track, or beyond, your gift makes a direct and lasting impact. Together, we can build champions. Together, we can create a future where every Bulldog has the resources to succeed. When we invest in champions, we all win.
Welcome back to another edition of 100 Yards with Brian Howard. I am joined today by the wide receivers coach for the Bulldogs, Antonio A.C. Carter. Coach, thank you again for coming on the show.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm super excited about the opportunity.
Absolutely. Coach, you come from, well, you played ball at the University of Alabama. Who was your head coach?
Mike Dubose recruited me. Phenomenal young man, love him to death. Had a great experience with him. I remember him coming to my home and, you know, the love that he shared, and he was just so genuine. You know, I just felt as though he was being himself. Right. And he was, and I enjoyed being around him.
You obviously were coached by a legendary coach currently in collegiate football in Dabo Swinney. Talk about working with Dabo Swinney.
Man, Coach Swinney was awesome. He means the world to me. We talk between takes or either just, we talk at least once a week. Either I hit him up, he always replied back to me. But just being around him being my mentor means the world to me. You know, he was a strong man of faith, which I am now, and I'm just so thankful for him, how he poured into my life and what he taught me through football. You know, he was tough on us. I mean, one thing about him, he never cursed, and I loved that. But he was awesome. Learned so much about the game of football, but just about how he treated his family. Miss Kay, his wife, is awesome. His children, just everything about him, being a man, being a father, being a husband, I love him to death.
Coach, you came to the Hill from Florida A&M, another swag school. Talk about your experience at Florida A&M.
Well, I tell you, it's home. You know, my mom graduated from there. All my family are Rattlers. So for Willie Simmons, I'm so thankful for him. He's a great friend of mine. For him to give me the opportunity to come back home, my hometown, and 23 was a great year for us. We won the Celebration Bowl, won the championship with a great group of young men I worked with, had a great group, great staff. I enjoyed it, so it was awesome to be home.
Coach, you coach these wide receivers. Talk about this group of wide receivers. They are something special to watch.
Man, they are. Man, I absolutely love coming to work every day. Not only just to be with Coach Shade and the staff, but my group, my room. Those young men are awesome. They come ready to work every day. Mentally, they have their notepads ready to work. They come with their antennas up, which I say they got their 5G up every single day.
Right.
And those guys, they're just a sponge. They're fun. They joke with me. They eat up all my snacks. But I tell you what, man, those guys play with tremendous effort. They love ball as I do. And again, they look forward to coming on the grass every day.
Coach, you are a part of something historic in collegiate football. In 2008, you were part of that coaching staff at Appalachian State that beat Michigan. As a Buckeye fan, obviously, talk about that experience.
Man, that was awesome. Jerry Moore was great staff. Scott Satterfield, head coach now in Cincinnati. Man, what a phenomenal guy. Sean Elliott, you know, Brian Glenn, what a great staff that was to work for. But I tell you, we had some players. Amani Up was at quarterback.
Absolutely.
Coco Hillary, Brian Quick at receiver. I mean, I played with guys. One thing I learned from being a graduate assistant with Coach Saban, when you got great players, coaching overrated. We had some really great players.
Absolutely. And we get you out of here with this last question. What type of food do you like? Are you a wings guy, burger guy, pasta, seafood?
Well, man, I love it all, but my favorite is Guthrie's, which we don't have one in Huntsville. So I'm thinking about investing in one. But I tell you what, Guthrie's is my favorite. But I do, man, I eat it all. They call me, I'm the fat guy. I'm always snacking.
Thank you again, Coach Carter, for coming on 100 Yards with Brian Howard, and wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Thank you so much for having me. Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
We are Alabama A&M University, a world-class institution where future leaders prepare to make their impact on the world. Here, education isn't just about learning, it's about leading, with nationally recognized programs in STEM, agriculture, business, and the arts. We are inspired by our rich heritage and bold future, carrying the spirit of the Hill with excellence. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
And welcome back to the Coaches Show. Ty Floyd here with Alabama A&M head coach Sam Shade. Now, let's get into the second half. Defense allowed just 7 points. What adjustments were made at halftime that really paid off?
Well, basically, we just talked about guys executing and doing their jobs, just being where they're supposed to be, and we felt like our defense did that. Felt like the intensity picked up a little bit on defense also, and that was the difference in the ballgame.
Before going down with injury, Nick Glenn had been a leader on that side of the ball. Can you talk about his impact early and how the defense rallied around him after he left the game?
Well, you know, Nick, he's one of those interior defensive linemen for us that really gets after it, leaves it all out there on the field. And actually, what happened with him in the ball game, he just had body cramps going on, and so he wasn't able to finish the game. But he left it out there. He left it all out there on the field.
Besides the guys who showed up on the stat sheet, maybe from your vantage point, who stood out to you defensively as a tone setter in the game?
Well, you know, I kind of felt like it was pretty balanced. I don't think we had one guy that just stood out, but just felt like it was collective effort by our defense, and they were able to get the job done because we had to stop the run. That was something that was hurting us. And then when we did stop the run, the quarterback made some plays with his arm. So in the second half, we felt like we really limited the things they were doing in the first half.
That third quarter defense stop seemed to flip the momentum. How big was that moment for the flow of the rest of the game?
Well, it was huge because, you know, it was kind of going almost like it was going in the first half where we get them to third down and we just couldn't get off the field. But being able to get a stop early on in that third quarter, that was big.
From my vantage point, maybe third down conversions and penalties are kind of the woes of the team right now. Going on throughout the rest of the season, how do you plan to clean that up?
Well, we thought we had cleaned up the third down stuff, you know, obviously with the Alcorn game. We felt like we had, but unfortunately, we're back to the drawing board as far as third down. So we just got to get a lot more work at it in practice and things like that. Put ourselves in more third down situations. That's one of the ways that we cleaned it up for the Alcorn game. But as far as the penalties, the penalties are just tough right now. We had 9 penalties for 81 yards, which, you know, that's just too many penalties to have, and you know that stuff can really come back and hurt us. So we've got to clean that up.
So I want to talk a little bit about Victor Barbosa. He had a career night, 3 field goals, including the game winner. What impressed you most about his confidence and execution under pressure?
Well, you know, I feel like Victor, he's been a guy for us that he's been pushed and he's been coached pretty hard by Coach Jones, and I feel like you know that coaching and Victor's focus and attention to detail are the things that put him in a position to make those 3 big field goals for us.
Beyond Barbosa, how do you feel about the overall play of your special teams unit in this game?
Well, actually, you take away the big kickoff return right before halftime. I felt like we played pretty good on special teams. Actually averaged 13 yards a return in the on punt returns, which is big. Our punter, Robert Cole, had an average of 46.6 yards per punt, which is huge. So, you know, you just take away that one kickoff return, and felt like we played pretty good on special teams.
Late in the fourth quarter, your offense controlled the ball and Barbosa sealed it. What's your takeaway from how your team executed in those high-pressured moments?
Well, I thought our guys relied on their training, on the coaching that they've received, and my coaching staff, they demand a lot out of our players, and they coach them hard, and we feel like our players responded to that coaching.
Eric Hanley came into the game late when Quad went down, connected with Trey Abner on a big pass to help close out the game. How proud are you of the way that he stepped into that moment, and what does it say about the next man up mentality of the team?
Well, we definitely have a next man up mentality, without a doubt, and obviously it hurt us when Quad went down, but Eric, he's been preparing and working hard, and he stepped in and made a play, made a big play to seal the ball game.
Now the focus shifts to Lane College. What will be the main emphasis in practice this week, and what do you want to see the team carry on into Saturday?
Well, the main emphasis for us this week, it has to be on penalties. We've got to do a better job with the penalties. We have to limit that. And then also third down. Third down, we were, I think, 3 for 14 or something like that, which that's just not good enough. And defensively, same thing on that side of we gave up too many third down conversions. So those are the two things, addressing the penalties, and then third down is going to be huge for us this week.
When you look ahead to Lane College, what stands out about them as an opponent?
Well, we don't have a lot of film on Lane because they've got a new coaching staff. Coach Stanley Connor is their head coach. Actually, we worked together at Miles College last year, so don't have a lot of film. But it's the next opponent on the schedule, and we've got to get the film in, watch it, and get ready for a ball game on Saturday.
Got to go 1-0 every week, huh?
That's it. 1-0 every week.
Well, Coach Shea, thank you so much for your time. Greatly appreciate it. Congratulations on your win in the Legacy Series.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Bulldog Nation, thanks so much for joining us on week 3 of the Coaches Show. Make sure to come out for Boots and Buckles as the Bulldogs take on Lane College. This has been your Coaches Show. Ty Floyd, Sam Shade. We'll see you next week. And as always, go Bulldogs.
Thanks for watching the Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Sam Shade. Your support is important to us and the outstanding student athletes here on the Hill. We encourage you to support the entire athletic program and become a season ticket holder, or be a part of something much bigger and become a torchbearer. Visit AAMU.edu for more information. Until next time, stay connected and go Bulldogs!